Live aí desse jogo normal. Desse jogo aí que parece ser insano, velho. Acabei de sair do Destiny. Joguei Destiny demais. A paradinha de carregar dele me lembra Hamlet. É tipo daquele jeito ali, uma pedrinha. E eu vou meter o louco.
Could you stand a little taller, just a tad?
Like this?
Yes, yes. The chin a tiny bit lower. Gaze a little more to the right. There! Now, hold the pose.
Caralho, que cicatriz é aquela, véi? Escolheu homem ou mulher? Predefinição. A Ikora! Ikora do Destiny? Ah, vou escolher homem. Deixa eu ver. Ah não, para, não, Zavala não, velho. Aí, ó, deixar assim, ó. Cor dos olhos. Redefinir. Próximo. R1. Guerreiro técnico. Magia. Eu gosto de magia. Caramba, velho. Magia no bagulho. Tolerância nível 1. Força nível 1. Agilidade. Ih, não dá pra pôr não. Poder mental nível 1. Baixa depois, Hollow King. Eu sou doido pra jogar Hollow King. Eu tenho Hollow King. Eu tenho aqui trem. Ah, tem que eu prestar definição nível 1. Eita, pila. Aqui eu volto. Ciência. Isso é bom. Carisma nível 1. Vigor. Não dá pra aumentar mais. Criação de personagem. Deseja criar esse personagem? Ok.
Just a few more minutes. You have such an incredibly singular face. That's a compliment, my lord, out of my mouth. Your particularity gives you character.
You're still here?
We've nearly finished. Have you any more need of me, Master?
You haven't forgotten that we're setting sail today, have you?
Of course not.
Deu na plus, eu perdi. Perdeu nada, pô. Se eu tenho, você tem também.
I've searched the palace from cellars to attics. Your uncle is beside himself.
He was of a mind to paint the town last night. Don't worry, I shall track him down. Make care to your own preparations without wrinkling another frown. We'll meet you on the boat.
It's about time your cousin took account of the responsibility.
Podia ter consertado a pele do cara, velho. Deixado branco.
And the Bridge Alliance of his departure.
Have no fear, Master. I will go and see them in his name. I beg your pardon, but urgent matters call me away. Might we finish all this later?
Impossible, my lord. You are leaving with the tide, if what I've been told is correct.
I am sorry, sir. Truly, I must be going.
My lord, please, I beg you. Her Highness personally requested I finish.
Thank you, cousin, for getting me out of that.
Palácio. Uai. Se eu abaixar... Ah, o R3 ou L3, não sei lá, abaixa. Direcionar o X, ele corre. Oi, moço. Oi, moço. Tá, a missão é pra ali. Nossa, a velocidade que... Nossa, a agilidade, velho, de controlar o boneco é... Caramba.
Hey! Green blood!
Kurt.
And so the day has finally come. My royal fledglings are leaving the nest.
Accompanied by their most loyal and tenacious master of arms.
As loyal as you'll go.
Enough with the cold mercenary. I know you like us. Still hiding your men in the unsuspecting shadows of the greats of this world, I see.
Hey, our blades are the only thing keeping you dainties alive.
Ha! Kurt! I'm not in need of your protection. I'm no longer a child, you know.
Is that so? Well, let's see. Fight with honor!
Como é que briga, velho? Defenda-se 3 ataques. Esquiva. Esquiva. Curando a si mesmo. Você perdeu pontos de vida. Para designar uma porção em um atalho, use L1 para abrir Pabloplayzeus. Vincular, usar. Agora pronto. Porção de regeneração rapidamente a vida. Ah, tem que vincular, velho. Pode crer. Porção de regeneração rapidamente. Caramba, eu quero defender, velho.
What a green blood. Me who thought myself a competent weapons master.
It's becoming a little hard to believe.
Don't add insult to injury. This is humiliating enough. We'll need to get you through
Era
the
pra ter
basics.
ganhado
You risk
essa
getting your
bosta.
feathers plucked at the first sign of trouble.
That could definitely come in handy.
In that case, Otto here is going to be your training partner. Go! Fight with honor!
Esse negócio no rosto aí é a barba que o personagem não cortou direito. Que mentira. Ele tem que tomar essa parada. Que massa, velho. Um pausa técnica. Ocultar detalhes. Ah, pode crer, ó, aperta aqui e faço o combo aqui, ó. Mostrando R2 lá, ó. O nível de armadura física exibido com barra de vida. A armadura absorve o dano físico. Para quebrar a armadura de um inimigo, você pode usar uma arma de impacto ou certas armadilhas. Ataques mágicos ignoram a armadura. Olha. Toma, lapada, toma. Peraí, como mostrar assim? A fúria é um estado que permite que você use ataques especiais que causam danos adicionais e desequilíbrio no inimigo. Um medidor segmentado que é preenchido conforme você ataca o inimigo, lança um feitiço ou apara ataques de inimigos e mostrará seu nível de fúria. Quando o primeiro nível se completar, um efeito visual aparecerá às mãos do personagem. Pressione L2 para usar um ataque de fúria. Lute contra seus oponentes para encher seu medidor de fúria. Ah, pode crer.
It appears we've brushed up on the basics.
It does, and I'd like to be on my way. I've quite the list of things to do before we depart.
Indeed. Remember that you can always train in our barracks on the island if you're feeling rusty.
Are your bags packed for the great departure?
Yes, you know I get by with very little. You're not angry that I'm coming with you, I hope.
On the contrary, I'm thrilled that both you and Sir de Cossillon are joining our party. A few friends at your side in unknown territory is a boon.
Ah, so the old goat is coming too. And there I was thinking I would die of boredom on the trip. By the way, where is our future governor hiding? I was hoping to put his skills to the test as well.
I have no idea. He had plans to celebrate his departure last night, and we haven't seen him since. You know Constantine. I should have gone with him, but my heart wasn't in the mood for celebration. The thought of bidding my mother farewell.
It is never easy to say goodbye. But you should be going to see her now. She must be waiting for you. I'll meet you in front of the palace. Then we'll go and find Constantine together.
Very well. I'll meet you as soon as I've said my goodbyes.
Opa, deixa eu ver se tem alguma coisa pra pegar aqui. Ixi, tem nada. Tem que usar maneiro.
What is this?
Pensa, velho.
Have you not been taught to knock? I've asked 1,000 times. Oh, it's you, my dear child.
I'm sorry. I'm having trouble getting used to your condition.
Come now, let's speak of more pleasant things. I'm so very happy to hear your voice.
Caramba, a mulher tá toda fuzilada.
I do miss him so. Today is the big day, isn't it? Ready to set sail for that island everyone's talking about.
Yes, but the idea of leaving you behind, alone and ill.
Dying, my child. Alas, there is nothing you can do by staying that would ease my suffering.
Ih, a roupa da mulher é igual Branca de Neve, véi. A roupa da mulher é igual a roupa da Branca de Neve.
But it brings me comfort to know my son has left on a mission to heal his people.
Caracas, moleque.
It's time for you to take leave. Here,
A maçã ali.
take this with you.
A maçã ali, velho. Parece que tem um easter egg.
A family heirloom. Something.
Cadê os 7 anões?
Take it and keep it
Já
with
tá
you.
espalhado pro mapa fora.
May it bring you good luck. All my blessings go with you, my child. Now, be off.
Despeça-se de sua mãe. Oxi, já tô diferente. Você pode correr mais rápido com os parâmetros. Tá, pode crer. Ah, nós vamos pra aquela ilha cabulosa, velho.
Kurt? It's done.
Sorry, Greenblood. Look, we can see the masts of the ship that'll be taking us. This is one sacred adventure we're embarking on.
I hope this island will keep its promises.
In order to know that, we'll need to find Constantine first.
You're right. Maybe he's already at the port. He was so eager to leave.
This will be quite the chore to finish before our departure. The commander wants to recover some merchandise from our supplier, but the transporter doesn't want to deliver. I did all I could to persuade. Nothing came of it. All the parliamenting fatigues me. But this is your domain. I wouldn't say no to a little help.
Of course. Where is the supplier?
In the lower boroughs, near the port.
Right then. We'll put it on our list of visits.
Características. Será que eu vou ter que Mentira, velho. Sua equipe está incompleta. Adicione um companheiro aqui. Adicionar a equipe. Adicionei. E agora? Confirmar a equipe. Ah, confirmei a equipe e sair, moleque. Falar com o Kurt.
Greenblood, do you need something?
Se ele se sentir solitário.
I wondered if you ever felt lonely.
I always do. Why, do you want to rectify this?
I hope to have kept you good company for all these years. After all, we were always together.
And I valued your friendship. But I thought you were referring to another kind of company. And to be honest, you and Constantine aren't exactly my type. Anything else?
I must leave you.
Bora lá. Vai pra cá. Nossa, corre igual um soldadinho de chumbo, ó. Essa aqui?
Sire, I'm sorry. I'm afraid that I won't make for good company.
Aqui, velho.
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade, I have been told that you were named legate. Congratulations. Those are great responsibilities for someone as young as yourself. But you will bring honor upon your family and the congregation. Of that I'm certain.
I thank you, Excellency. I've come here to inform you of our departure for Tirfredi. My cousin Constantine is about to take up office as governor of New Serene, and I'm accompanying him.
I had no idea you would be leaving so quickly. What a shame. I had thought... Well, then, that is a pity. Have a pleasant voyage. A brilliant future awaits you. They say that it is a marvelous island. Please convey to your cousin my congratulations and sincere wishes for success.
You seem slightly hesitant. Please, tell me what troubles you.
A rather unscrupulous individual has been sowing trouble in Serene. A charlatan passing himself off as an alchemist.
Do people actually give credence to these lies?
Alas, yes. They snatch up his celebrated panacea. Remedies worse than the ill, believe me. As you can well imagine, alchemists are our pride. This vulgar trickster casts dirt upon their reputation and our own at the same time. In any city of the Bridge Alliance, we would have arrested him. But here, we respect your laws.
I shall see what I can do, but make no promises. My departure is imminent.
I thank you, Excellency. And I am pleased to see you have taken so well to your new functions of diplomacy. The man operates in the city center. He is said to be clever and mean. Be careful.
Aí você vai ter dois reinos, o que você comprou e o da Plus. Aliança
Would you be so
aqui.
kind as to tell me what you know about the Bridge Alliance?
With pleasure. A legate needs to know the history and strengths of his
Dois
allies.
reinos.
The alliance was sealed by several nations of the Bridge around 200 years ago. The greatest of our cities, Al-Sad, became the capital, and a council formed from the different nations now rules. This union was originally put into place to better resist the appetites for conquering our neighbors. But our ancestors quickly realized that the union had also strengthened us economically and culturally. And of course, exchanges in knowledge were strongly encouraged from the outset. Today, it is by no means an overstatement to claim that the Bridge Alliance leads our world in science and exploration. Each day, we push the limits of our understanding further in each and every domain.
Que porra de resgatar jogo que, moço?
And what of your war with Ptolemy?
It has been dragging on. In fact, it has been dragging on for years. It is madness. If those bigots hadn't gotten it in their heads to convert the entire continent, we wouldn't be in this situation. But that's the way of the world. We shall not waver, whether here or on Tirfredi.
Have you been fighting battles there as well?
From what I've been told, Ptolemy has wisely and tastefully built their colony far from our city. Direct conflicts are in fact quite rare. but one day they will inevitably take place.
Nossa, velho, esse personagem conversa demais, puta que pariu.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lord de Sade.
É, velho, isso aqui pra onde? Pra cá mesmo? Oxi.
Good day, Excellency.
Sir de Sade, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I have come to inform you that my cousin Constantine and I are departing for Tirfredi on the hour.
Ah, yes. I did indeed hear talk that you had both received callings of greater stature. Allow me to congratulate you. Were you not named legate of the congregation?
You are correct, Excellency. I thank you.
It is a station of great honor that I am sure you will fill with brio and panache. Your
Simulador
mother,
de
Cardinal Cornelia,
conversa.
will be enchanted to work with you
Hã?
and your cousin in the future. I only regret that your departure is so sudden.
Really?
To be entirely honest with you, I was hoping to solicit your help in a rather delicate matter.
Tell me more about it. And perhaps I can take care of your problem before my departure.
Very well. A small group of dangerous heretics has found refuge in Serene. We know that your uncle tolerates the presence of all pagans within the city walls.
Caramba, esses caras não vai parar de falar não, véi.
Threaten the fragile harmony of this place. We would consider it a tremendous favor if you would arrest them and deliver them to our guard.
Heresy is not a crime in Serene. You do know that. But I'm sure my uncle would hear your arguments. Why call on my intervention?
The prince would indeed give us his blessing, but it would take time. Far too much time. For according to our sources, these fugitives have already made contact with a smuggler to take them who knows where.
I see. You're hoping that I'll be able to do something before they make it to an enemy city. If your heretics are planning on boarding a ship, then they must be in the dockyards. I'll look into this and see what I can do.
Era pra estar jogando Code agora.
I must be
Embora,
going.
foda-se.
Farewell, Excellency.
May the light guide you, de Sade.
Tem que despedir de uma porrada de gente. Que pariu.
The merchant is there.
Tô cochilando no meio do jogo, velho. Caramba. Sério que não pula?
Lively there, lads and lasses! I promised the merchants and their prince we'd be off before the tide. You, man, carry that properly.
E o
That
cara passou de
porcelain
novo.
is worth more than your life. There are some children we'd been best to refuse.
Captain Vasco.
And you are?
I'm de Sade, the prince's nephew. If all is in order, we will soon be embarking on your boat.
It's a ship, not a boat.
Apologies.
Apologies for my asking, but the young governor isn't with you.
He didn't come home this morning. I need to find him before departure.
I hope nothing's happened to him or he hasn't changed his mind. The tide does not wait.
Perhaps he simply celebrated his imminent departure with a little too much enthusiasm. Is everything ready?
We're short a crew member. The cabin boy is missing. But have no fear, we will leave without him if he does not present himself before the tide.
Is he an important member of the crew?
We don't need him for sailing or navigation. He's only a cabin boy.
He must have simply had a bit too much to drink in celebrating his departure. Like another I know.
I doubt that. Jonas was never one to fancy drink. And it's been 2 days since last he was seen. No, I fear something bad has happened to him. Might I ask you, if you hear anything, could you report it to me? I would like to set sail with a clear mind.
Pergunta sobre o herege. Pergunta sobre a ausência de Constantino.
You haven't heard anything about my cousin by chance, have you? To be honest, we were hoping to find him here.
Did you say he was intending on... My men spoke of that. Let's happy to be of some help.
Be back soon, Captain.
Eita porra!
get...
Morri pra você ver. A arma é pra tirar o escudo. Pra usar magia pra tirar sangue doidado. Daí tem uns boss nesse jogo, menino. Cê tá doido. Bora lá matar os caras.
To my help! And death to the others! Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Opa, agora essa aqui, ó. Moedas, não sei o que, não sei o que. Dá pra saquear isso aqui. Levar tudo. Cadê o outro? Não era 3? O carinha ajuda também. Fala.
Good day, good sir. How might I be of service?
You can start by explaining to me why you refused to honor the orders agreed upon with the guard.
There's been a misunderstanding, sir. Of course we're ready to honor the orders. In fact, I've already had a word with your master-at-arms.
They're asking that we pay again, despite having already paid.
It's just that the price has gone up since. I've nothing to do with it.
This is inadmissible. If you agree on a sum, you need to honor that agreement.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm just an agent. And I'm only obeying orders.
Your master has apparently asked you to demand a second payment for this merchandise.
That's right. He told me that their attendant seemed to be hiding something when he passed the order. And so he must have thought the guard would end up paying in the end, whatever he asked for.
I'll be damned. And I'm the one they've sent to settle the affair.
Sorry, Captain, it's nothing personal. I'm only following orders.
Following orders. Yeah, we hear you. Makes one wonder which one of the two of us is a coin guard.
Why don't we go and solicit other suppliers, Kurt?
When we've already paid for the merchandise? If these thieves agree to reimburse the original payment, it's what we do immediately. And do know, in the future, we won't be shopping with them. Well, I should think not.
This whole story sounds suspicious and stinks of a scandal. You're demanding a second payment but refuse to reimburse the one that was already made.
I'm not the one demanding nor refusing. It's my master.
This stubborn fool is pushing me to madness. You understand now why I'm asking for your help?
I don't think you understand who you're dealing with. Perhaps I've failed to present myself properly. Lord de Sade, nephew of the Prince d'Orsay and legate of the Congregation of Merchants. During our conversation, you explained to me that your master forced you to commit a crime. That's regrettable, especially as you will be considered his accomplice in extortion, theft. You know as well as I that the Congregation does not tolerate such illegal activities.
But I'm only obeying orders.
That is a shame. Well, As orders are the only language you seem to understand, I order you to return the guard the merchandise, without delay. Unless you'd rather your master is hung and that you finish your days in prison.
Beg your pardon, sir, but you are not my master. Moreover, the attendant at the guard was quite specific, saying this affair should be handled with extreme discretion. So I seriously doubt that you'll be wanting to drag us in front of a judge. That would stir up the muck.
Whatever is he talking about, Kurt?
Your guess is as good as mine.
This is preposterous. Your master is a thief. I have no patience for bandits and robbers. Either you give us back what's ours, or we'll take it.
Your idea of diplomacy isn't all that different from my own.
To the devil with ya.
Since you leave us no choice.
The merchant's clerk isn't hearing your arguments. The only thing left is a show of strength. Sorry, Greenblood. If I'd have known, I wouldn't have gotten you mixed up in this.
And so you're back, sir. You have our second payment with you?
Don't count on it. We shall return. See you soon.
And so you're back, sir.
Don't count on it. We shall return. See you...
Greetings, Your Excellency.
Leave bosta nenhuma, velho.
Good day, tavern keeper.
Good day to you. What is your pleasure?
How is business going these days?
It's picking up. We've not seen many new customers, but of late things are looking better. The Malicor and the neighbouring wars have dampened commerce. The epidemic still rages, but the possibility of finding a cure on that island has given people something to hope for. Now that we have a city there, quite a few seafarers come by to...
Has the Malicor really put a damper on your business?
More than a damper. They were soaked. When the sickness began to spread, a wave of panic followed in its wake. People stopped going out of their homes. They were afraid. I was close to closing shop, I'll tell you. And then, thankfully, the alchemists of the bridge said that you could... People were still distraught. I also lost quite... Oh, but that's nothing.
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
Tavern keeper.
I see you're back. Can I pour you something this time?
With all these sailors coming and going, you must have heard some stories about Teofredi.
Right. Even stories that my heaviest drinkers would have trouble believing. They say that man trees live there. Dragons and gigantic creatures. Treasure abounds under every rock. And the source of eternal life is hidden somewhere there. Last night, some Nauts even told me they brought back one of those giant beasts into the port. Ah, but you know the kind. If you ask my opinion, the drink was fueling their imaginations.
With all these sailors coming and going, you must have heard some stories about Teofredi.
Right. Even stories that my heaviest drinkers would have trouble believing. They say that man-trees live there. Dragons and gigantic creatures. Treasure abounds under every rock. And the source of eternal life is hidden somewhere there. Last night, some Nauts even told me they brought back one of those giant beasts into the port. Ah, but you know the kind. If you ask my opinion, the drink was fueling their imaginations.
Os negócios dele. Perguntar sobre Constantino.
I'm looking for my cousin. His name is Constantine. I believe he was intent on celebrating his departure last night.
There was indeed a party here last night, but it ended badly.
Whatever do you mean?
A brawl broke out. My tavern was shattered, and no one's paid for the damages.
I'm sorry. Amongst the rebel rousers, did there happen to be a young man? 20 years of age, hair down to his neck, light brown, blue eyes, quite the talker.
I don't believe it.
Let me take a look.
If you...
Ah, não, vou sair desse jogo, velho, na moral. Que isso aqui?
The furniture is in terrible condition. The fight must have been extremely violent.
It looks as if it's fixable. I've seen worse. We'll need to build some metal dowels, but once done, we can make them like new.
I could repair this if I had some metal dowels.
Isso aqui. Uma mesa de criação. Bem, eu vou deixar a live aqui, eu vou dormir na moral. Viu o boneco como é que tá andando na parede ali? Valeu aí, velho, vou sair. Fui!